Yeah. Back once again, Trey, with another Fish Out of Water request reaction. I appreciate y'all being here with me. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Welcome to the shit show where I just listen to music and give my opinion. You know, we kicking it right here. That's what we do. We kick it. We laugh. We cry.
This remind me of before we had insomnia. Sleeping peacefully, never needed a pile of drugs. Everybody was college bound. No dollar amounts, in God we trust. Senior year, my prime ain't had no party bus.
It's back when we didn't have insomnia. We didn't have to sleep with a pile of drugs. Okay, I hear you. I'm in that position right now too. If I'm not smoking bud, I probably won't sleep.
This remind me of before we had insomnia. Sleeping peacefully, never needed a pile of drugs. Everybody was college bound. No dollar amounts, in God we trust. Senior year, my prime ain't had no party bus. My cousin hit me on Facebook like, what shorty you taking? I'm lying, I'm playing, I'm saying I got one to take, and I'm waiting on her response. Wrote her a 3-page letter, it's 3 days later, never hit me back, she broke my heart. So now he ironing me shit like, yo, is shorty bad? I pretend not to be depressed, she never wrote me back. I hit him back like, yo, well fuck her, it's on to the next. I wrote that message thinking I'm awkward, probably never had sex. You know in high school, 16, you probably late. My cousin hit me back, don't trip bro, I got you a date. So he sent me this link to some girl I had never seen. He said to call her, tell her Walter sent you with me. I think about it for a minute like what's his intentions. I mean we never really got along or used to kick it. In fact if I remember vividly, he picked on me. He used to beat me up and take my sneakers every family visit.
Damn!
Have to go to let her know I'm Walter's little cousin. What if this shit on a joke? Then again, what if it wasn't? Would I really risk the chance of me potentially fucking on some stranger daughter? Cause I barely know if I could trust him. Probably not. I finally call her, tell her Walter sent me, my name Todd.
I'm gonna call.
She asked me what's the color scheme that we go with the prom. I'm acting like I'm not excited, trying to play it off. So what's the car we taking? Worst come worse, her mom could take us. I call Walter, thank him. He said don't trip and just wear black. He said she cool and they go back. If any problems, hit him back. I never had to, but now we in tune. He Facebook messaged me like sorry not to be a nuisance, but he like $30 short on all his prime suit shit. I'm like I got you cuz that's the least that I could do. He tell me send him to Addy and he'll slide after school. I'm like okay bet, never knew where he stayed at. He walked down the street, hella surprised. This where y'all place at? Uncle Carl, Auntie Deborah, my cousin Rena. And I'm surprised too, my family knew, kept this a secret. Me and cuz stayed down the street, living different lives. Every day he on the bus, me I get a ride. I gave him 30 on the porch, he never went inside. He tell me thank you, then he walked back home with a smile. He tryna hide it, but I see his dimple. I'm thinking damn that transaction was simple. I'm talking shit, I know he hoop. I'm like, hey, where the rent, bro? He like, tomorrow, if you free, you probably weak as shit, though. I know my brother not, so all three of us went to the park and ran some niggas off the court. I'm hella passive, I was passing, I ain't have to score. The next day, the prom, I couldn't sleep, I stayed up. My granddad gave me a condom, then walked away, didn't say none. She hopped out of her car and said
shout out to his grandpops.
My heart's racing, I'm focused, I'm trying to keep it player. Gave it the croissant, a corsage, or whatever the fuck my mom handed me and said, now put it on a hand, Malik. Family ties, my grandfather taught me how to tie for tie, cause my dad lived in NY. That's probably why I was shy, so self-conscious. Took pictures on the porch and then we headed for the prom. And Walter went on prom the same day, but to a different place. So he texted me like, cuz, this the spot, let's meet up later. And bring Jada through. Prom flashed, I kept it cool. We show up to the function where she brought a change of clothes. I'm looking around like, damn, I don't know nobody. We at this party out west, and Jada left to get dressed. I fake like I'm sending texts, some stranger get really close. I swear that I hear his breath, then he put a knife to my neck. Gave me the rundown like Jada, my sister. And if you hit her, fuck her, make her miss you, I'ma kill you. At this point I'm just exhausted, wondering where the fuck's Walter. He shows up like 30 minutes after our altercation. I never mentioned it to him, he kinda overprotective. And I know if I tell him that he'll be
gonna pop off. Yeah, it's gonna pop off.
And I night it and terrible, I excel and say fuck it, and I just chose to let it go.
Like you used to getting everything your way. This is not gonna happen to the signs. You gotta fuck with you.
One went to St. Louis, had a full ride for his hoop, and him and his coach got into it. Now he back home doing music. Ay, I was at Columbia, a damn straight A student. I had one beat in a hip hop class, I thought that shit was stupid. He transferred to Robert Morris, oh it's lit, we down the street. My class let out at 2:40 and his class let out at 3. Mama asked me where the hell I been at, where the hell I be. I'm with Walter, mom's sake. I keep walking in here late. I might fall off in your bed. I get girls now, I get laid. I get caught up, I blame Walter. I'm a product of my age. He talked to Ed girl downtown Chicago wingman. I cannot fly though. He was in Cal, White Impala. He was that nigga in the park.
Okay, Saba.
Awfully popular for someone that they barely mention. Plus we from the part of the city that they barely mention. Just logged into Twitter and somehow we was barely mentioned. We signed our name on an open mic list and then they skipped us. And then they skipped us again like a week later. Like obviously this fucking host can't read the paper. Hella intimidating, the big guy didn't have to flex. So Walter walked to the host and said, this the name you calling next. Bullied our way to the stage and then overstayed our welcome. An apple never get too far from the tree that it fell from. Just like my father trying to do music and hope I make it. Walter joined me for the journey, said the city waiting. Pivot.
And look at y'all now. And look at y'all now. Look at y'all now. Great storytelling.
Walter invincible, dodge death like a mad magician, more times than a mathematician. I'm in LA working on bucket list project. I get a call and get a fishy feeling. Normally raw joke on the phone, this time he over serious. My heart dropping, I'm like, yo, what is it? He say he with TY on the highway and some niggas just tried to kill him. Emptied the clip on the car, but somehow they didn't hit him. Sometimes I fucking hate Chicago, cause I hate this feeling. Innocent niggas get shot at in the broad day, the AM. I asked him for a play-by-play of how their whole day went. He said he went to export and they ran him for court, and I cannot retort without thinking that this can't be the reason. So what else you do? What about Ty? Is he still cool? Where you on your way from and where you on your way to? He say he just left for dinner at a friend crib and that's it. He say Ty don't do shit but smoke. Honestly, Saba, that's it. Give him sympathy. Another case, mistaken identity. The news probably gon' run it. Says two gangs from different streets. Police questioning him like he just shot at a trooper. My boy walked away unharmed and we did Lollapalooza. Yeah, 6 months passed by. Every day we celebrate. Every day a better day. I just dropped bucket list. Water about to drop a tape. Everything going perfect. Couldn't paint a better way. Pivot gang is on the way. We just sold out Lincoln Hall. Then I went to Dr. Sway. I got back home and got back on it. Cause what I was doing 2 a day. Sending me links to something that he made. Kid Cudi, we are not riding the waves. Ayy, grandma made this play. We played 2K. That's just the day before. Fatima got a show tomorrow. He text me, ayy, we in that hole. I went to the barber shop the first thing the next morning. Then I got up with legit. We supposed to do some recording. 10 minutes into the session, I got a call from a number that I don't got saved. But I answer anyway. She says, hello, Malik, have you or Squeak talked to my son today? He was just on the train. We got in the car, but we didn't know where to drive to. Fuck it, wherever you are, my nigga, we'll come and find you.
Just another day in the ghetto.
Well, what's a day?
Sorrow. Can't get up to date with the schedule. I just hope I make it to tomorrow.
I don't know if Walter died or if he's missing. He just left me on this cliffhanger, which is smart. Which is smart because I'm like, the hell happened to Walter? Was it Walter, Mom? Great job. Gives me that Kendrick J. Cole vibe where, you know, he's just rapping about his environment. And he's a young rapper. And when the young rappers, I normally, when they in this lane right here where it's introspective, it's really self-indulging, and they really talking about their life situations, as the Kendrick J. Cole lane. He's not in the Drake lane where he's clearly here to make hits and make records. No, he's here to be the voice of the voiceless, of the ordinary dude who's growing up in the hood, not the gangbanger. That's what Kendrick and Cole was. They was the voice of the teenagers who grew up around that crazy shit but wasn't into that shit. They just was around it, and they just telling their story, and that's exactly what they did. But that's dope though. He put that shit together. I really like when the drums really got loose and they got into this real breakdown jam session, and his fluent consistency over that drum pattern, amazing. It's like cinematic, you know. It elevated the story.